Today we will be going through the most important topic in marketing management for the BCom Sem-II honor students, that is marketing mix. So first we will see that what are the particular topics which we will cover today. Let's come to the lesson scheme. We will see today that first we will be covering the concept and definition of marketing. Then we will go to the conceptual aspects of the marketing mix. Then the 4 P's and 4 C's of marketing mix. And then the extended 3 P's of the marketing mix. That is the service marketing mix. So, firstly, we are going to see that the concept of marketing. When we think about marketing, the first thing which is coming in our mind that it is about the sales, about the purchase, about the promotion, advertisements, and different kind of offers, rebates which are given by the company. We see at different retail houses, and we can get the examples like Reliance Trends, More, Spencer's, where we see different forms of marketing. So what is the background theory or the background concept of marketing, which we can see as a practical in this world? We will be coming into that it is a kind of process used to determine that products or service may be of interest to the customers, and also the strategy which are used for the customers to get attracted in the process of marketing. That means that when a particular person is going to purchase a particular product or a particular service, he or she has got many choices. That means when a particular person is going to a shop and he is trying to buy a packet of biscuit, he can see different organizations or the business companies which are manufacturing the biscuits and offering that for sale in the counter, which is available for the customers. Now, when a customer is getting into that particular outlet and it is getting into the thinking process that they will have a choice of purchasing any of these from the particular biscuit packets, the customer first thinks. And where comes the approach or the background concept of marketing? Because a customer at a single point of time will not purchase only one or only two or only three. He can go for a purchase of different kind of biscuits as per need, or he or she can go for only one packet as per need. So with the different customers, we can see that there can be changes in the choices. So marketing deals with that. The concept of marketing deals with that, because the concept of marketing has become more and more dynamic by the days, because again that the customer choices has been more dynamic with the changing world, with the dynamic world, with the different globalization aspects. Our choices as per the customer, we when go to the shops, that has become a big approach for all the companies, all the marketers to think about the different concepts of the marketing when we look into that. Next, when we see into the process, we can see that it is an integrated process where the companies or organizations build a strong customer relationship and they try to create a value, because this is very important for any company. Because when a particular company try to build up a value, try to build up a relationship, it is trying to convert that particular customer out of the single purchase platform to a multiple purchase platform. Means if a customer is purchasing one packet of Horlicks biscuit today, it will confirm that the particular customer who will be purchasing this particular packet of Horlicks again and again in future. Because if that regular purchase and repurchase happens, then the company will understand that the customer is more loyal to the product, which is the Horlicks biscuit packet, and a relationship grows. Again, when we go to the pantaloons, we see that pantaloons has got different kind of membership cards which they give to the customers who are the regular purchasers. How they understand that? When the customer is going to the counter of pantaloons, they register the mobile number of the customer and they add on the points on a daily basis when they go into the purchase. When a particular customer has went to the particular shop where they are purchasing, like pantaloons I'm telling about. So when they are going to the pantaloons, they are purchasing, suppose in this month, in June they are purchasing once, again after 1 or 2 months, in suppose July or August, they have made again some purchases. So that is a kind of registry or the record or the database which can be maintained, and then the company offers the loyalty card or the relationship card to the customers to get some additional benefit, which is a kind of promotion activity or a kind of relationship activity, so that the customer can be retained for a longer period of time. So these are the kind of approaches or the background theory which comes in the mind of the marketer, and they are being implemented in this practical world. So now lastly, when we are coming into the creation of value, that obviously when anything is purchased and anything is sold, the value which is given by the customer in the terms of money, a transaction is happening. So when the customer is taking that particular product in their house and they are using that, they will get satisfied or not. That is the creation of value which is supplied by the company in lieu of money. And on a regular basis, if that is perfect, then we can ensure, or the company can ensure to the customer, that if you purchase my product at any point of time, you will see that I am able to serve you with the proper value of the product for which you are spending the money. And every time when, in case of marketing the product, the particular service or any other kind of commodity towards the customers, all the companies always try to do the same thing again and again to prove that they will be able to serve the customer needs and wants more and more in a very, very better way. Every time they have got some innovation through which the customer will get more and more benefit and more value while spending the money for purchasing that particular commodity, product or service. In the next part, we will see that how the definition of marketing is created. Now, when we go into the definition of marketing from the concept, we get a very clear idea about the different factors and different kind of things which are again dealt in the due process of making this particular concept of the vast practical world into a very, very ideological thing for the companies, because marketing makes a company's picture in front of the customer very clear, whether it is a good picture or whether it is a kind of negative picture. That depends upon all the factors which the company can cover. from the definition of Philip Kotler, a renowned person. He is a professor and is called the father of the concept of marketing. We can see that marketing management is the analysis, planning, implementation and control of programs designed to bring about desired changes with target audiences for the purpose of mutual and personal gain. So the first part is the analysis. Obviously, from the definition of Philip Kotler, we can understand that analyzing the customers, analyzing the mind of the people is very important in the process of marketing. Because when we are analyzing all those things, a particular marketer can come to know that when this particular customer has got some issue with the product or service or not, or the feedback is coming positive or the feedback is already not coming. So these are the kind of things which can be analyzed, because without proper analysis you cannot create that particular attraction and you cannot modify your product offering or your service offering towards the particular customers. At a particular time, if you go for this analysis, you have seen when we were into the 2G, 3G kind of generation in the mobile technology, the Airtel, Vodafone and many other companies were not offering so much of value-added services which they are offering right now in case of 4G technology, because the 4G technology has got some of the opportunities which were not into the 2G or 3G regime. So in case of this 4G technology regime, we can see that these particular same telecom companies, and also in case of 4G we have got Jio. So these particular telecom companies have started offering very new kind of value added services and over the top OTT platforms and a bundle of services like that. We can see them at a particular level very vividly. Like we can see there are service bundles of OTT platforms offered by these telecom companies with their different kind of premium recharges like Amazon Prime, Netflix, and Voot, or you can see Hoichoi. These kind of things are getting offered. For by analyzing that, this is very important, because mobile telephony technology and the market base which has customers like us, we are all the customers, the people who are there in the society, we all are the customers. So our demand, our want and our expectations has changed with the changed upgradation of the technology in case of telecom industry. And again, planning. Obviously, when we are marketing a particular product to a particular customer, then we have to see that which kind of particular matter is effective for which class of customers. We cannot sell the sticks used by senior citizens to the children, because those particular sticks are for the senior citizens. So they are a particular sect or a particular class of customers. So that is for them. This planning is very much important, that I am making which kind of product and which is getting into the market, or offering is getting into the market by targeting which kind of customers. Okay, next is implementation. Obviously, without a proper background study and a proper networking, you cannot implement whatever kind of marketing plan and the analysis and all the kind of promotion advertisement which you have already made. You cannot offer that to the market properly. As soon as you implement that properly, all your background studies and this planning gets successful, and we who are the customers, we accept that and we go and purchase that particular product or service. If that is not there, we do not purchase, because whatever we can see, whatever we can know in the market, we choose and purchase from that. If that is not seen, it is not available, or it is not known to us, we do not purchase from those kind of products or services. So it is very important to make the people, make the customers, make all the society, all the market aware of the facts and figures, and give the knowledge about your marketing of the product. Whenever you are doing that, you are successful as a marketer, or as a company, or as a business concern. Next, we will be coming into the control of programs designed to bring about desired exchanges. Obviously, which kind of different marketing programs are to be taken into consideration at which point of time, those analysis is very important, because these kind of analysis and planning for these desired exchanges are very important for the customers to get aware of the different facts and figures, because there are many customers who rely on those facts and figures. They rely on the feedbacks of the other customers who has already purchased. They see that, they evaluate that, and they then go for the particular final purchase decision. So this kind of desired exchanges for the target audience is very important. And when we come into the last part of the definition given by Philip Kotler, the mutual or personal gain, obviously no business is done in this world for going into loss. Every business concern, every organization which is into the manufacturing and selling and purchase of the product and service, all of them have the single point view that after giving the product, or after selling the product to the customers, they will be in a profit, or they will be in a situation of gain. They will not be in a situation of loss, because when a company starts the business, it get into some investment. So when it comes back with the profit, it is a kind of return which is it is getting by doing the investment, and they are looking forward for more profit and more market, because this is the backbone of the total theoretical concept. If you don't have this kind of gains, profits, and you are not getting this kind of opportunities, you cannot stay long in the business field. So that is the point of view of a company. And the next part, the point of view of a customer, is that when a customer is giving or spending money for purchasing a particular product, he or she will see that how much benefit, how much gain from the particular purpose of purchase the particular customer is having. Because if by the purchase the customer is not having any kind of benefit, then the customer will not buy in the next time. So that is the particular situation. So continuing that, we will come to the next definition of Paul Mazur. We will see by the definition that how Paul Mazur has given some directions. Marketing management is concerned with the direction of purposeful activities towards the attainment of marketing. In the next part, when we continue it and we go into the definition of Paul Mazur, we can see that he has got some direction. He has given some direction, and that is the marketing management is concerned with the direction of purposeful activities towards the attainment of marketing goals. That means the direction of purposeful activities. It means that all the purposeful activities which are done by the business to make the customers feel attracted towards the product offered by the business or the service offered by the business, that is the purposeful activity through which marketing is successful or marketing can be successful in the process of the different kind of activities which are taken into consideration by the different organizations. In the next portion, we can see the different conceptual aspects of marketing mix. By marketing mix, if we go into the introduction of marketing mix, it carries with it the concept of 4 P's and again the concept of 7 P's and then the concept of 4 C's at different point of time. Firstly, the marketing mix was first introduced in 1953 by Neil Borden in the particular presidential address in the American Marketing Association. That means the concept of marketing mix goes into the deep roots of past in 1953 when the first 4 P's was got generated. The 4 P's which was generated or which was introduced by Neil Borden were the product, price, place and promotion, the 4 P's of marketing mix. Next, in the year 1960, Jerome McCarthy, the prominent marketing theorist, proposed the concept of 4P classification. The classification by the particular theory of marketing mix, and it gives a particular shape through which we can now draw the diagram of the 4 P's and 7 P's of marketing mix. And later in 1981, Booms and Bittner, they introduced the additional 7P concept, the 3 P's after the 4 P's, that is people, process and physical evidence, which is the extended marketing mix, which was very much required for the dynamically changing business activity in the whole world. Now, when we come into the marketing mix of product or commodity, which was given by Neil Borden and Jerome McCarthy, we can see product, price, place and promotion. If we go by product, that what is a product? We will come to that with the next slide. By product, the first point or the first P of the 4 P's of marketing mix, it refers to the commodity that the business firm offers for sale to the customer. Very easy to understand for all of us. That is, that it is a particular commodity or the particular thing which is offered in front of the customer by the company for the purpose of purchase and sale. It must be an item that is intended to satisfy the needs and wants of the customer. Very clearly given, that is, it is a particular thing which will be completing the desire of the customer of fulfillment of the different wants and needs. That means when a customer is purchasing that product and goes to his home, then the purchased product must satisfy the purpose of his want or need for which he has purchased the product from a particular shop or from a particular outlet. Next, we come to price. All of us know that without the price, how a particular purchase of product will happen, because price can only determine the purchase and sales through the value generated in the factor of the price. That means when a particular customer goes to a market and in a particular shop, he or she makes a choice of a product or service, it gives that particular intended price, which is the intrinsic value, which is referred by the further, we can see here the further price can also refer to the sacrifice consumers are prepared to make to acquire a product. That means when you are wanting to spend a value of money for that particular product, that means if we go for an example, suppose a person went to a shop and he purchased a particular t-shirt which was of price of rupees 900. Again, he go to another shop and he again saw some of the other t-shirts, and where he saw that his choice is or his demand is satisfied by a particular t-shirt, the price of which is 750 rupees, and the particular person or the customer has now decided that he will purchase the 750 rupees t-shirt and not the 900 rupees t-shirt. So this exclusion and inclusion of the particular decision made by the customer as a final choice and the payment of rupees 750 is the price for which he has purchased the t-shirt and he went back to his home for wearing it. So that is the importance of price, which determines the particular value for which a particular product is purchased by a customer. Next, we will come to the place. All of you know that without a place, all the products cannot be sold, because every time if we go to somewhere for any purchase, we always go to a particular place which is called market, and that market is comprised of various outlets, retail shops, departmental stores, normal kirana shops, and some local hawkers who have some shops on the sides of the roads. So these are the kind of different kind which we see in our market, that different kind of sellers are available in the market area for this particular place where we go for final purchase. It refers to the direct and indirect channels to market, geographical distribution, territorial coverage, retail outlets, market location, etc. That means it is the direct and indirect channels to market, means different kind of distribution channels like dealers, distributors, retailers, which are used by the different companies to reach the market. Because if a product is not reaching a market, it will not be available for the customers to purchase. So it is very important. Again, the geographical distribution. Some of the products are local products which are distributed locally. Suppose a local product is distributed in West Bengal only, but a national product is distributed all over India. But in case of a multinational company, the products are distributed in more than one country, in many countries of the world, because it is distributed internationally. So this geographical distribution is very important for determination of the place for this particular marketing mix. Again, place is determined by either the physical location where the business is carried out or the distribution channels are used to reach the market. That means the place is also determined as to be the retail outlet or the departmental stores, as well as if we see the dealer and distribution points from where by the help of logistics the products are coming to the market for sales, all these are considered to be the activity places where this kind of activity is done. So all these places are of equal importance, all these locations are of equal importance as place in the 4 P's of marketing mix. Coming to the 4th P, or the promotion, it refers to the marketing communication used to make the offer known to the customers and attract them. That means every kind of promotional activity which we see during the offering of the product to the customers by the company, like advertisement in the television channels, by giving advertisements in the radio FM, advertisements in the print form given in the magazines, newspapers and other kind of leaflets, pamphlets, as well as some other kind of offbeat promotional activity done by the companies to gather the customers in a particular orientation program and tell them about the different kind of offering of the products which they have. These kind of offering of the products in an offbeat direct marketing way is done by Amway, Modi Care and many other companies which go into the customer base directly, and they do that in a very lucrative form by gathering people and then joining the people who are interested in regular purchase of their products. Next, we will come to the 4 C's of marketing mix. At the later stage, when with the dynamic changes in the world of marketing and business activity and more globalization took place in all over the countries, the 4 C's of the marketing mix became very important, because if we see into the 4 C's, we will understand that the concentration or the orientation is now on the customers. The first C is customer, the C again we can see is cost, then convenience and communication. There are 4 C's of marketing mix which we can see together with the change of the evolution of time. About the 4 C's, we can see that Robert F. Lodborn coined the concept of the 4C classification in the year 1993. Why this particular 4C concept has been generated by Robert Lodborn? Because the 4C model was a replacement to the existing 4P model, and 4C was more consumer oriented and it became better fit towards the conversion of mass marketing to niche marketing. Because when the total market was taken into the consideration in the approach of 4P, then likewise with the evolution of time, with the dynamically changing time, we can see that Lodborn has given this particular conceptual idea of changing the orientation towards the consumer. That means changing from mass marketing to niche marketing. So first we will understand that what is mass marketing. In case of mass marketing, what has happened, that whatever offering was done for the whole market, and the lots of consumers who are there, the marketing was done, the promotional activity was done for the people. And also in the today's world, in the recent world in 2022 also, we see that this particular approach is still there. But along with this mass marketing, there are some changes in the approaches has been there very continuation to the existing process. What that means? That means the niche marketing has been in a very, very effective form with the dynamically changing world, which is the basis of this concept. Because some of the products which are offered to the customers that are now being customized as per the choice of the customers. If we go to a very, very easy example of automobile industries, we can see that in case of Maruti Suzuki, in case of Hyundai, even in case of the high level, premium level cars like BMW or Porsche, we can see that normal models are introduced every time and they have got different purchasers. People of the elite class, they purchase this kind of premium products like the Porsche or BMW cars, and the general based public products like the Maruti Suzuki or the Mahindra or Hyundai cars, that are also available. But the niche level exclusive things, the customized models are also created. The examples goes like this, that BMW has given Cristiano Ronaldo with a customized BMW car as per his choice and as per his different desires. This is the kind of thing. A renowned footballer, Cristiano Ronaldo, and the BMW company has given him the opportunity to tell about his wishes, his desires, and they have modified the designs and some of the interiors of that BMW car for Cristiano Ronaldo and presented to him, and he has paid the price. So that kind of niche marketing on the premium level, that can happen. If you go to the realty business, in case of different real estate business, if you see the estaters who are doing the particular of advertisements and marketing for different housing complexes, flats, they are also telling that when the customer will buy the flats, when the customer will go into the housing, they will get an opportunity to modify the interior designing of their flats. So that is also a big niche marketing of the customization choices which are being done in the case of the 4C's approach. The first C, customer or the consumer, is replaced when the particular product of the 4P has been there and the concept was again dynamically replaced by the C, consumer, shifting the focus towards satisfying the consumer needs. That means first we were watching or we were going on or we were thinking about the product related approach. Now the first C or the consumer, it shifted the product related approach towards the consumer related approach, that what the consumer thinks the product will be produced in that particular way. The choice of the consumer has become a big motivational factor for the business houses to offer the product in that particular way and make the product or manufacturing the products in that particular way which will supplied to satisfy the customer needs. Again, now in the second part, the second P, price, was replaced by the C, cost, because it reflected the total cost ownership. Many factors affect cost, which includes customer cost to change, implementation of new product or service, etc. That means obviously without the cost, how the other things will be done. Everything which is done, that is done for a means of cost. So cost structure is a very important determination to determine what kind of product is enabling what kind of cost, and in return how the cost is changing from different products. In the next part, for the third P or place, it was replaced by the C, convenience. We know that with the changing world and more dynamic ways of marketing, promoting, offering the product, there are the ways which are coming up today are very naturally, they are becoming very convenient to the customers. We can now go to a particular shop to purchase a particular product. On the other hand, at the same time, if we don't want to go to the shop, then we have that option or that opportunity to purchase it online. So that is the convenience which has given as a bigger opportunity or a bigger base to the customers. That means if we go, for example, that if I go to the market and go to a particular mobile shop to purchase a mobile for myself or for my any friend, family, relative, at the same time, if I don't want to buy it from a shop by going there, I can order it by the way of Amazon, Flipkart and many other online platforms, and that will get delivered to my home. So these are the convenience options which has become the next generation options for the customers in this business world. And the fourth part, or the last part, we come that the fourth P, promotion, was replaced by the C, communication, because it is focused on the broader aspects of marketing for consumers. If we take into mind the communication, that means it is a way through which we can also promote a product by talking about the product, by giving a speech about the product, by discussing about the features of a product, by discussing about the likes and dislikes of the consumers, by discussing about the different cons and pros and different good ideas of the consumers or the good feedbacks of the consumers, and that can develop a more beneficial structure for the companies to propagate their new product and ideas in front of the consumers, because more and more new ideas and new products that will evolve, the more benefit the consumers can get by purchasing them. So it is the benefit of the communication through which these broader aspects are rendered to the consumers for serving to their benefits. Next, we will be coming to the diagrammatic representation for all of you, because this diagram will represent the theory. That means how the transformation has been there with the dynamic changes from 4 P's to 4 C's. First, you can see whatever theory we have learned till now, the product has been shifted to customer value. That means the product orientation shifted towards customer orientation. Again, when we see into the price and that transformation into cost, that means the value generated and the intrinsic value both are being shifted towards it, because cost is a big determining factor. Next, place has been converted into convenience. That means that this conversion is very important. Convenience has given two options, that go to the market and purchase physically, or you can purchase online also and it will be delivered to your home. Next, that is promotion. It has been transformed into communication. The 4 P's to 4 C's. The fourth P was promotion and the fourth C was Communication, because promotion was again a product oriented approach, but communication is a all over orientation. It is a overall lookout or a broader aspect lookout through which the people can also take part in discussing about the products, ideas, and generating new thoughts. Next, we will come to extended marketing mix, the 7 P's. So we will now discuss about the service marketing mix or the extended marketing mix, where along with the 4P we can see the other 3 P's. Already we can see the 4 P's which we have discussed are the product, price, place, and promotion. Along with it, if we see, we are coming to the another 3 P's of the marketing of services. These are people, process, and physical evidence. The tangibility and intangibility of the marketing mix structure has given these particular factors to be included in case of services, because all the products which is offered to the customers all over the world are tangible, but the services, they are real time, so they are called to be as intangible. If we take by example, then when you are purchasing a SIM card, that is tangible, but the service of the telecom company which you are using, that radio wave technology or the tower, that is intangible. You cannot touch the radio waves. It can only be shown on your mobile screen and you can see that. You cannot touch the radio waves technology. So that is the kind of thing. When you go into, we are into the education sector, we are teaching and you all are listening to us and you all are going through the different lecture sessions of the teachers, professors, and mentors. So when we are giving this lecture, it is a real time thing. It is also a service sector. So this is the service. You cannot touch the lecture of a particular person. You cannot touch the speech of a particular person. That is not tangible. That is totally intangible. You can only listen to it. So these kind of services are now taken into consideration and these 3 P's have become more important. When we go to the first P, then we will discuss about the people of the extended marketing mix for services. The first P or the people are very important here. All the people involved in the final consumption process of a service, like workers, technicians, managers, customers, etc., are the very, very important persons who play a big role in delivering that particular service. When you go to a service center of a particular company, then the service technician helps you out by repairing the particular thing which you want to get repaired. So the technician in the service sector who is there present in the service center of a particular company, he is giving you a service of technician. So again, in the same way, a manager in a bank, when you go to a particular bank, you will see there are service managers, there is a senior branch manager, and many other officials present. All of them are rendering banking services to the customers who are going to the market for the particular matters. Because in the banking sector market, the people who are going to the bank and they are getting the services are the customers of the bank. So that is the banking sector and the banking services. Again, the process, it refers to the procedure mechanism and flow of activities by which the service will reach the end user and by which way the service will be used. Obviously, if you do not buy the SIM card, you cannot use the tower of a particular company. If you want to use the SIM card of Jio, you have to buy the particular SIM card and the options of Jio only. If you go for Airtel, you have to buy the SIM card of Airtel. So that is the service reachability, because the way the service will reach you, that is the way the service will reach you. If you buy that, that is the way to get the service. If you go to the bank, you will get the service. If you go to the particular school, college, higher education institution or university, you will get the educational service. You will learn things, you will be given proper training. So that is the process of giving the service. The last P is the physical evidence. Physical evidence refers to everything customers see and feel when interacting with a business, which includes the physical environment where service is provided, the layout of or interior design, packaging, branding, the basis or medium for service provided. If we go by first the basis or medium for service provided, the best example is again the SIM card. You cannot use the tower without SIM card, the basis or medium for service provided. Without that, that particular service cannot get activated. When you are clicking some pictures in a particular camera, without the memory card, you cannot take the pictures, because that memory card will store the pictures. So that is the very important basis or medium of the service provider. Again, in case of branding and packaging, you can see that different services which are given to us, we can see in their advertisements, their logo, their designs, their different kind of packages through which they give the service. If we use the antivirus in our computers, the computer software comes in a particular CD or in a particular pen drive, and that is packaged properly in a cover. So that is the package of the cover. The pen drive or the CD is the medium, and when we install that in our computer or laptop, that is the antivirus service of the software which we get. So that is the physical evidence that when we install that particular CD or pen drive and we go for the installation process of the particular antivirus software, so that is the physical evidence that through it we have to do that. Again, when the service is provided in some of the institutions, in some of the areas, we can see that when we go into the education sector or the education services and in classroom teaching, we can all see there are the classrooms with benches and seats for the students, where all the students will sit in the class and the teacher or the professor or the mentor will give them proper lecture or training about their subject. So this physical evidence is very, very important for rendering the service successfully towards the consumer for better consumption. Lastly, we come into the final picture or the final diagrammatic representation of this total marketing mix, that when we see these four factors, product, pricing, promotion and place, we can see it is about the product marketing mix. But at the same time, when the further 3 P's are getting joined, people, process and physical evidence, then it is making it 4 plus 3, 7 P's, then the total is becoming service marketing mix. So that are the total 7 P's or the 7 most important factors on which the basis or the considerations or marketing mix are dependent and they are used by the marketers, business organizations, and different kind of marketing houses, advertising houses for promoting the products in front of the consumers in the market for selling, purchasing, and again making more innovations to create new ideas and generating new products to further offer to the consumers. Thank you.